Yo, what's going on? It's your boy K every day. It's your boy K. Thanks for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creative Podcast. I'm sorry for the sounds that you heard at the beginning. I know that's not the normal sound, but I had to reset my machine so it cleared everything out. I haven't had a chance to load all my sounds back up, but I hope that wasn't too distracting for y'all. In the applause sound, it was a little longer than I'm used to, but it's all good. But give yourselves of applause. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why it was so long. So normally in the past, when I have my son with me, we always go back and forth. We debate each other on who's better. He always pick a Polo G song, and he think Polo G's the greatest MC to ever walk the earth. And I pick a song from my generation, because he thinks that, I'm so old that I was around when dinosaurs walked the earth. So I pick people, and we go back and forth because he always likes to challenge me on who's better. But we probably about to start something new because he has decided to take this journey to try to enter the music space, and this is a very exciting time. But before we get into it, this actually reminds me of something that I just heard recently with Kanye West. So Kanye West just recently came out with a statement, or he basically was saying that he's been working with his oldest daughter on making music. I'm guessing that he's just producing the music and she's coming out working on like a rap project, or maybe she's singing, I don't know. But anyway, she's making music. So he said that the fact that his daughter wanted to start making music, it made him fall in love with music all over again. And the reason why I say that is this kind of reminds me of what's going on with me and my son. So for those who don't know, I'm an independent music artist. I've been recording music and making music for a long time now. But recently, I can't lie, I like to be open, honest, and transparent with my audience. I've actually fell out of love with music a little bit, and it has a lot to do with the current state of the music business, and a lot of record labels are going out of business, they're consolidating, and it's just a lot of stuff going on the business side of music that I don't like, and it's not like the music business used to be. And it kind of looks bleak. It looks like, the premier acts, the acts that are like at the top, like your Drakes and your Taylor Swift, Beyoncé's and people like that, they're going to be good. But for a lot of the independent music artists, it just looks kind of scary out there. It looks like it's going to be hard to really make a sustainable living just off of music alone. So that's why you've seen artists venture out and do other things besides music. So with all that being said, just looking at the current landscape of music, it kind of just put a bad taste in my mouth. So that's why I haven't actually been actively recording music lately. And that's kind of why I pivoted to doing this podcast, because I did want to give other artists a vehicle, the opportunity to be able to promote their stuff, tell their stories and stuff like that. And every time I interview an artist, I always learn something that I didn't know before I interviewed that artist. But this is exciting. Like I said, this is something, we're embarking on something new. So my son decided that he wanted to start recording music. I think he thought it was a lot easier than it really is. And I'm going to let him explain how the process has been so far. But not trying to put words in his mouth, but I think he thought that anybody could rap. He thought it was something easy. These rappers make it sound easy. But I think he realized once he really started trying to record his first song that it's a little bit harder than he thought. So I'm going to let him take a time to kind of talk about this process, why he even decided to start wanting to make music and things like that. So introduce yourself to those who've never seen you on a podcast before. Introduce yourself.
What's up? It's Alan. This songwriting stuff, this being a rapper, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. First time I stepped in the studio, it was like, okay, maybe I just need to take a little break, lock in, you feel me? Catch the flow. But writing words that rhyme with each other is so easy, bro. If y'all would listen to my first song, bro, I was going for I wanted 30, probably more than 30 seconds, but it was a lot of lines, 15 something lines. Kept the same rhyming scheme. It was pretty easy. This rapping stuff is just simple.
Okay, so of course, he's gonna make it seem like it's the easiest thing, but when we finish these projects, we're gonna come on here and we're gonna play these songs, and y'all are gonna get to hear for yourself is if this process is as easy as he said it is, or at least y'all will be able to critique the music. Y'all will be able to critique him if y'all think he's doing a good job. If y'all think he suck, y'all will be able to come in the comments and say, hey man, either stop rapping, keep going, you sound good, you sound horrible, whatever the case may be. But what I'm trying to get him to see is there's other things that's involved with making a good song besides when it comes to rap, besides just the words rhyming. So it might have something to do with just the current state of how the songs sound. But my son, in my honest opinion, he does a good job of writing the songs, but he needs to work on, putting accents on certain words and kind of bringing his voice to life. Everything kind of sounds on the same level, and it almost sounds too relaxed. I ain't saying he got to be yelling and screaming, but he needs to, figure out a way to bring his voice to life some. Would you agree or would you disagree with that?
I took a page out of Nino Page's book, which I know you don't know what that is, but
I definitely don't.
He's like an underground, but not really underground no more because he kind of blew up. Rapper from the DMV. He's just so relaxed when he is rapping, and he's nice. And Polo G, he just switched up the style. I'm trying to be like him too.
So maybe I will go see if I can find some of the guys' songs that you were just talking about. I hope I don't regret it. So I can see where you're getting your inspiration from. So me and my song, we recorded one song together already. He got the first verse, I got the second verse. And we're in the process of recording the second song. I got my verse written. I got a hook written. He's working on his verse. And do you have anything else you gotta put on the verse, or you done with it?
I got a couple. Wait, how many lines you said it was? 8 or something?
Oh my goodness!
I got a couple, like 4 or 5 lines.
You gonna need at least 8.
Okay.
So you don't have that many to go. Do you want to share with the audience what you got so far? I mean, you got it in your phone. These guys these days, they don't use notebooks. Back in the day, I'm old school. I used to write all my stuff in a notebook. I'm a dinosaur. But these kids now, everything got to be in their phone. So everything's digital. So I guess he's gonna see if he can pull it up on his phone, and he gonna try to. The beat ain't gonna play. He just gonna, I guess, do it a cappella. He might read it just so y'all can hear his words.
Chilling with my dogs in the pen just like I'm Mike Vick. Half a human, half a goat. I swear that I'm a hybrid. We all started broke, but who all gonna die rich? Derrick Henry in my field, I'm feeling like a titan. My kind is very rare. I'm a clear-cut diamond.
I like that. So, of course, I had to give him props. I like the Mike Vick line because we from the 757. Vic is from the 757. He from the area. And for those who don't know, and I know we kind of, getting off track a little bit, but he just got the head coaching job in Norfolk State. So let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. So, Yeah. So congratulations. So like I said, Vic, he's the head coach of Norfolk State. My oldest son, he played football for Norfolk State. So, time is just kind of off because this was his last year. So he didn't get a chance to play for Vic. But, I guess they say all things happen for a reason. But anyway, so my son starts out the song by saying, he makes the reference to Mike Vick in the song, which I thought was a clever way to kind of represent, this is the area that we're from. So I piggyback off of that because he got the first verse in this song. So in my verse, I don't remember all my lines, but I start the song off of basically saying, I'm putting on for the city. And then I say, I make a reference to the 7 cities because for those who know anything about this area, there's 7 cities that make up the Hampton Roads area. So it's like one of them things, if you know, you know. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't want to say 757 because that's the obvious. So, but the people that really know, when you say 7 cities, they know you're talking about the Hampton Roads area. So that was my way to kind of tie in the fact that he mentioned something about Vic. But let everybody else know what's the premise of the song, what's the topic of the song, what's the song about?
Wait, the first one or the second one?
But you can go into both of them if you want to. I mean, you can explain why you wanted to create the first song, what was on your mind, what was the thought process when you made the first song, and then you can go into what the second song is about.
So the first song, it really came from a freestyle. Like, we was at the lunch table, it was me, Glenn, a couple other guys, and I was freestyling. I said, something belligerent. We get so, like, we attack with viciousness. You started this, I finished it. Like, I was going crazy on that freestyle. And it was about some gang member stuff. I was on some stuff, like, that's not even me. Like, I was acting hard in the freestyle. And I'm like, I could turn that into something, you feel me? Like, I turned that into a love song. But it wasn't just a love song. It was a love song that also, like, it ended bad. You feel me? Like, the second song, I'm back on my gangster stuff, you feel me? I'm definitely from a gated community, but I'm back on the gangster stuff, you feel me? Acting hard. So, yeah.
So basically what he's letting everybody know is he's portraying a lifestyle that he really doesn't live. But I guess there's a lot of other rappers out there that do the same thing, so he just following suit with what he's been seeing out there. I thought the second song had something to do with, like, coming out the trenches, or whatever y'all say, getting out the mud, showing that you're successful, whatever the case may be, or am I missing something?
Let me go back to the lyrics.
I mean, well, that's what my verse was about. So if that ain't what the song's about, then I guess but it don't even matter though, because I'm still gonna be able to tie it in. But I was talking about, striving for success, trying to make it, leaving my haters behind. I'm repping for my city. I had to do the bling blinging every time we come around your city, bling bling. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did say we all started broke, but who are gonna die rich?
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I was on track with what you was putting down. So my son is a little too young to remember this, but I told him that we can basically piggyback off of Lil Wayne and Birdman. So back in the day, for those who of a certain age, y'all remember Lil Wayne and Baby made a song, Stuntin' Like My Daddy, and Lil Wayne always refers to Baby as his dad. Obviously he's not his biological dad, but he was signed to Cash Money, and Baby was the CEO of Cash Money, so he always looked at him as like a father figure. So they did the whole Stuntin' Like My Daddy. So I was just making a joke with my son. I was like, yo, when we do this album, we should call it, or we should basically say Stuntin' Like My Biological Daddy, because I'm actually his dad. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Are we still doing that, or you want to call it something else?
Wait, what?
So
I thought this was a joke.
No. I mean, well, because nowadays you have to do something to kind of like, you have to come up with some clever like marketing or whatever you want to call it to get attention to gain attention on the project. I mean, yeah, of course, people put out songs and they can go viral. It can be a hit. But a lot of times to get people's attention, you have to do things that's going to get their attention, if that makes sense. So anybody that's of a certain age going to know, oh, they talking about Stuntin' Like My Daddy.
It is 2025. Most people in the world are not going to get that reference.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So do you think everybody is going so crazy over that, whatever the dude's name, the Ball brother?
Jello?
Yeah. Do you think everybody's going crazy over that song because it's just the hottest song they've ever heard?
I mean, it's a nice song.
No.
It wouldn't have been that big.
The reason why they're going crazy over it, because it takes them back to a moment in music history when Cash Money, Hot Boys, that whole sound, that's what that song sounds like. It sounds, you could just replace him and put Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG, Turk, any of them dudes in that song, and that's exactly where he got that sound from.
He just said some random people. He said Lil Wayne, Brittany Griner. I don't know what he's talking about.
He didn't create that sound. What I'm telling you is he got that flow and that sound and everything from the group that Lil Wayne used to be in.
When people hear that Jello song, don't nobody be thinking about Lil Wayne or BG,
yes, they do,
or any of these people,
well,
bro.
Not people your age, because you too young to remember when Lil Wayne and that whole era back then. You only remember Lil Wayne now, like currently, but
6 foot, 7 foot.
Yeah, you got to go back farther than that. Like when he first started, he was like 15 years old rapping. He was in a group, Hot Boys, But that sound is where your boy got that sound from.
But Jello, you know it was unique, bro. You ain't thinking about Lil Wayne and none of these little boys.
Okay, so me and my son gonna start working on a project. I don't know what we gonna call it. And I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be making the beats because the first song he found some random beat on YouTube. If I knew who the guy was, I would have gave him a shout out because I mean it's all good, it's all love. But like I was just explaining,
I could probably find him.
But like I was explaining to my son before we came on, we can't even really officially put that song out because God forbid the guy hears the song or some kind of way he come across it and then he gonna be like, oh y'all didn't pay me for the beat, blah blah blah. So I'm not trying to be getting sued or what, none of that stuff before we get out the gate. Now, of course, what this is starting out as something we doing for fun, but most of the time when you do things like that, that's how it starts out. It starts out as something that you're doing for fun, but then it can catch steam. Next thing you know, it could go viral or it could be something and it could turn into something else. So with that being said, going forward, I'm gonna be the one that's doing the beats on the track or doing the beats for the projects. So I don't have to worry about suing myself.
So I can't find no more beats? No more Polo G type beats?
Hey, man, you can find any beats that I've done in or we could just rap a cappella, man, however you want to do it, man. You can go back to the boom, boom, chank, chank, boom, chank.
You're so old, bro. Oh, my.
I'm so old, but you know what? When y'all tune in and we play these songs that we record, because my son likes to challenge me in everything that we do. For some reason, he's always like, I guess it's a father-son thing. You always trying to challenge it at. He's going to think that his verse is always better than my verse, but I just want y'all to tune in. I want y'all to listen to the songs and y'all let me know who had the better verse.
First two songs, I hope y'all know. First song on my verse definitely topped his. Second time, mine's still going to top his because, like, who's this guy? Stick to making beats, buddy.
I'm the guy that's teaching you and showing you how to write songs, how to format the songs, the way the song should be, song structure, and all of that. So,
and Steph Curry became greater than his dad. So,
hey, look, man, if you just let me just stay under my wing, man. I'm gonna teach you a lot.
I'm my own bird, bro. I can go out and fly.
I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you a lot, you young grasshopper. But you just gotta be patient, man. Stick with me, man. We're gonna do this, man. So, what do you want the audience to know going forward with these songs and these projects? Like what's your goal? What's the end goal? Like, what do you see yourself doing after you start recording several songs?
Bro, just every song, like after, like every next song's gonna be better than the one before. So just keep tuning in, bro.
I guess what I'm asking you is this just something that you just want to keep doing for fun? Is this something that at some point you're really gonna, quote unquote, try to take it serious and you really gonna start really actively trying to pursue it as like a career and all this stuff? Or is it just something you just want to be able to tell your friends or, sending your friends like, yo, check this song out. I recorded this song. Like what's the end goal?
Cause 10 days out of 10, I listen to music. So I'm like, I always pick up on stuff and I'm like, I can do this. I feel like it's not that difficult to do. I can do that too. So I just picked up a pen and pencil and went crazy.
Okay, so I'm not the smartest person in the world, but you got me confused a little bit. You said 10 out of 10. There's only 7 days in a week. What were you referencing?
10 out of 10 days. Like in the span of 10 days.
Oh, okay.
I just listen to music.
Okay, I was just looking. I was like, it's only 7 days in a week. What is he? 10 out of 10. All right, man. I got you, man. You good? Like, I mean, I guess I get what you were saying, but it kind of threw me off a little bit. So we haven't came up with a title for the first song or the second song. And if we record enough songs to make a project, we still got to come up with a name for the project. So right now, you're not cool with the Stuntin like my biological.
That's just a little bit fruity, Dad.
What do you mean?
My biological daddy, like
Stuntin like my dad.
I don't know how Lil Wayne didn't get clowned for calling this other grown man his daddy. Like what, bro? You're a grown man.
No. if anything, he wouldn't have got clowned for doing the stunting like my daddy. He would have got clowned because apparently, and I never really knew if this was true or not. In my mind, I just always tried to suppress it, and I always wished or hoped that it necessarily wasn't true. But back then, apparently, there was some pictures floating around, and this was before AI, so it might be true. But apparently, they say that Birdman and Lil Wayne kissed each other in the mouth. So, but that was he was calling the dude his dad, but the dude is not really his dad. But the only reason why I brought it up, because I'm saying, if you were going to clown him, it should have been for that, not just the whole making the statement, stunting like my daddy.
He also said in one of his songs, Birdman Jr. got the world in my wings.
Yeah, he'd be like, because I'm the Birdman Jr. daddy. So Lil Wayne always referred to himself as Birdman Jr.
Okay.
So,
like,
whoa.
I'm
pause.
sorry.
Can't you, whoa.
That's so unheterosexual.
So that makes it better. You try to clean it up? Wow, this dude is crazy.
None of these songs are passing the beat to my daddy. Like, whoa, what are we doing here?
I'm not saying that when we record songs that you gotta be doing that. I'm just saying, like, we can name the project, or we could kind of like play off of that as part of the promotion of the project. Even if we don't name it that, we could kind of be like, it would almost come off like we was making fun. I mean, I'm not making fun of them, because I mean, Lil Wayne's still considered one of the hottest rappers.
Straight man right here, guys. Just want to put that out there.
I mean, I'm straight too, and you're my son, so I'm not even suggesting anything crazy.
Y'all see him.
I'm just saying
Put him on the list.
The whole fact that they did the whole stunting like my daddy, and then we could just say I'm stunting like my biological daddy. But stunting means like, money and all that stuff. I don't know what you talking about.
On the list.
I ain't saying that I want you to snuggle with me at night. Stunting just means
snuggling with my daddy.
I'm saying, can you hear the word? I'm using the word stunting. Stunting means like, I don't know, what do y'all call it now when you trying to show people that you got a lot of money? And I'm like, what do y'all say? What word do you? Okay, so that would be like I'm saying I'm flexing like my dad. There's nothing funny. No, but you said
daddy too, by the way. And talk about these two dudes kissing each other.
I don't understand.
Talk about these two dudes kissing each other.
I don't understand. What is it about the word daddy that you think
that's just
means something funny?
Straight man right here, guys.
So if you end the word dad instead of putting a Y on the end, that makes it better? Okay, so if it makes you feel better, you can say I'm stunting like my dad. Is that better?
I mean,
yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah.
All right, man. So is there anything else you want to let the people know, man?
Wait, are we ever going to do the apology versus whatever song you picked? Or did you, like, forfeit?
I mean, I got tired of winning, man, but...
Did he win a single time?
Yeah, I did. But I just figured now that you in the process of actually making music, man, this is actually more compelling than you just sitting here trying to plead your case that some random Polo G song is better than anything that I would ever pick.
It's a true fact.
I mean, sometimes you get tired of winning, man. It's time to move on, man. It's 2025, man. My son is making music. This is more exciting to me than you arguing with me over a Polo G song that I don't care about. But to answer your question, hopefully at some point, maybe, we'll be able to argue back and forth over who's better, Polo G or somebody else. Okay? So is there anything else you want the audience to know before we get out of here?
I'm a part of statistically the worst basketball team in the state that I'm currently in, which is crazy. Just want to put that out there for y'all to know.
I mean, that ain't really nothing there. I don't think I would have let everybody know that, man. I mean, it's bad enough that you know, but now you done put it out there for everybody else. You do know that you're on the team too, right?
I need to spread this message.
Oh, okay. And so maybe this will motivate them to want to get better.
Mm. The Steelers better draft Emeka Egbuka.
I'm just surprised that you was able to pronounce his name right. All right, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the podcast. Y'all be good and stay safe.